On the front right now, it's the blue helmets of Legion, pushing the pace, Rainstorm in the yellow jerseys. They won yesterday in Greenville. They're leading the USA Crit Series. Definitely one of the more dominant teams in the early season.
Oh, and guess who that is? It is Robin Carpenter, followed by, it looks like, Danny Summerhill. Maybe that's Bostock. Wow, when Robin hits the gas pedal, everybody else is just on red alert. Garrison trying to get across. It looks like somebody from Kingdom Elite also trying to get across in the purple and black.
MC Cycling Team also with Leonel Rodriguez and I think Escanagay trying to be able to get up there in those white jerseys as Garrison now comes through. A lot of horsepower up there. Danger, danger, danger.
Roderick Escanagi, the Uruguayan absolute powerhouse. I was speaking into him in his native tongue, and his team director was like, hey, this guy is shopping for a team. If he keeps racing like this, oh yeah, he's going to get picked up. He has been literally just blistering these races.
That Rainstorm rider we see on the screen right now needs to sit up, let that gap open up. Alfredo Rodriguez, arguably his team captain, trying to be able to go up the road. They are not comfortable with one rider in 7. They would love to have 2 riders in 7. That's what they're shooting for. Garrison, sunglasses in his mouth. Getting very dark right now. Who would start with sunglasses on when you know it's going to be a nighttime twilight Criterium? That is what USA Crit races are all about. The Twilight Criteriums, and it's race number 3 right here in downtown Spartanburg.
Oh, Frankie, it looks like we've got a gaggle off the front. This is going to really make the other... Oh, wow. You've got 15 riders. And by the way, there is 0 chance of this working out.
Yeah, unofficially counting 13 riders going through. Yesterday, how big was the breakaway that lapped the field, Chad? Yesterday, how big was that field that lapped the field in Greenville? It was almost 12. 11 or 12.
It was 11, right? Good point.
Broke away. It's very similar that what we're seeing right here is a group of 13. So anybody who's in the back, but the problem is when you get a group that big, every team has somebody represented. So who's going to be able to chase it down? Right now, that gentleman, I didn't see who it is. He's dangling off the back by about 4 bike lengths. It is make or break as Garrison still has the sunglasses in his mouth.
That has got to really make you angry if you're riding next to Will Garrison. He's literally nose breathing right now. That is an impressive feat from the 23-year-old. I think he's 23. Yeah.
Come on, Mateo, you got to get up there. It's now or never. Mateo Castaneda trying to be able to get up there. It looks so easy. It looks like such a short distance. But it's going to be the hardest 5 bike lengths of his life right now. The leaders are flying up the road. Butcher Box, we had talked about him a little bit earlier. No, we had not. Eddie Huntsman.
Oh, Castaneda just threw out the sandbags. He did not get across. So Butcher Box is down 1 rider. Frankie, I think because of this race.
He was on Nashville. Castaneda was
Nashville,
Castaneda was on Nashville, and you're right. He just dropped anchor. That's him in the background.
Yep.
Eddie Huntsman was just driving this. I think Eddie Huntsman was in this break as he is a track specialist. He's going to be very dangerous at the finish. Very strong rider on Butcher Box. Butcher Box is the team in the red jerseys. We're going to try to point that out a little bit more to you about who is who once these 13 riders get a little bit more established.
Yeah, great point. We got to figure out who is there and who's not and what teams are involved. Again, at this point, it becomes highly political. We know Danny Summerhill and Garrison. Michael Garrison is still nose breathing. That's nuts. Who has made it? Who has not? Oh, that doesn't look good for the break, does it?
That's Garrison in the green jersey swinging off, trying to be able to get. That's the other sort of danger, is that it becomes a little bit too big. Going to get a list right here to be able to figure it out. That is Escanagay on the front right there.
Well, talking about dangerous, Ribble is all over the front of this chase group right now, sitting up completely and just holding everybody back.
Now, all right, this breakaways established itself. Here's an interesting piece of information. Robin Carpenter is on the back and he is not participating in driving the breakaway. So it lets me know that they are not quite happy with the mix of what's going on now.
From this backside, though, Ribble's got two riders in the breakaway, and they're doing a great job at controlling the chase group, although we are strung out on the front right now. Legion looks like they might be leading the way, leading the charge to actually bring back the break.
We're coming up on 17 minutes right now. Big group going up the road. Ribble continues to be able to drive it on the front. That team out of England. Second position. That's Alfredo Rodriguez. He's made it up into that group, so he's got to be one of the favorites. Remember, Alfredo Rodriguez, your current overall USA crit. How well would this bode for Alfredo Rodriguez to pick up a massive amount of points 3 races into the USA Crit Series?
You know what, Addison, as we toss it to you, evidently Ribble is happy with it. Multicolored team out of Great Britain has gone to the front to try to shut it down. So they must be really very comfortable with Jim Brown, their sprinter.
Yeah, and they're back on the front yet again. They've got it drilled out a little bit more this time through, but they definitely don't look like they're really charging hard to bring it back. I think they might be comfortable with the 2 that are in the lead group right now. It seems like every lap when they come out of turn 2, Ribble gets right to the front and seems to sit up a little bit. I think they're happy with where they're at.
Garrison with a big pull on the front, followed by Danny Summerhill, followed by, looks like Escanagay. Oh, and one of the riders popped.
Somebody just couldn't keep up that pace. Big power, big watts. Even staying in the draft, sitting on the wheel, trying to be able to save energy. It takes so much power to be able to go 30 miles an hour around this race course. Danny Summerhill is an expert at doing that. Hey, look at that in second position in that white jersey. That's Tyler Williams coming over from the defunct NCL Racing League, finding a new home in the Miami Blazers. Tyler Williams finds himself in that front group.
These guys, go ahead, Addison, apologies.
We are up to a 24-second gap between groups.
They're going to lap the field.
Oh, God, Frankie, I hate you so much. Ugh, I couldn't even get it out of my mouth, and you stole it from me. Jeez, that was so funny.